Alright guys, by now you have a sense of what an average is, and so in this video I am going to apply it to real life, mainly the classroom. So say in your math class, you're not very good at math, right? So you study, but you kind of like lag behind, and so on your first test you get an 80. Not such a great start. Alright, so you study it really hard again, right? And you still get an 80. Third test, you're like, alright, you know what, that's enough. Put an end to it. And you get a 92. And you're all psyched up, right? Fourth test, you're all cocky and you get a 78. Now, these are scores now, okay? So this is our set of numbers, okay? So let's write this out. We have 80, 80, 92, 78. What was that? Okay, 78. So, let's find the average of this. 80 plus 80 plus 92 plus 78 equals 80 plus 80 is 160. 92 plus 78, that's 160. Okay, that's 170. So we have 330. And we have to divide by 4. And you get 82.5. Now, you're not really happy with that score. And let's see, like by the end of the trimester, you want to finish with the class with at least an A minus. Okay, so A minus, and say we want to get at least a 90. Okay. So what score do we need to really get our score up to 90? So we have one test left, and you really want to ace it, you know, and get to 90. So you already dropped the ball here, 78, you know. So you don't want to bomb again. So what do? So let's set up a model. So our average right now is 82.5, and we had 4 exams already. So we're going to put this in a parentheses, 4 times 82.5, okay? We're going to add x, that's the 5th test, and we're going to divide by 5. I wrote 5, divide by 5, because after we add x, that's going to be the 5th test. And we want it to equal to 90, so we're going to set it to 90. Let's solve. So we have to multiply both sides by 5. Okay. You get, this cancels out, so you get 4 times 82.5 plus x, equals 450. Right? 90 times 5 is 450. Now, what's 4 times 82.5? Well, that's 330. Wait. Plus x equals 450. If we subtract 330 from both sides, yes, yeah, x equals, what's 450 minus? Alright, that's 120. So, that seems really unrealistic right at this point, to get an A minus as your ending grade of that trimester, because you need to have like a serious bonus points there. Like beg at your teacher's door, asking them for like 20 extra points. Unless that happens, you're not going to get a 90 or higher. So there's not a good chance of that happening. So that is actually how you can calculate your average. That was one way of doing it. There's actually a different kind of thingy. I can't explain it. Let's get some paper. Say we're going to use this example, but so say we still have 82.5 average. Okay, that's after 4 tests. And you want to see that if you, so this is four tests. So say you have 3 tests left. Okay, so we have 7 tests in total. You want to see what average you would get if you completely aced it. All right, the full 100 on the next 3 tests. What would you have as your average? So this is a model. So we have 4 times 82.5 plus we're doing 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 over 7. So 4 times 82.5, we already said it was 330 plus 300 plus 300. So 100 times 3, 300 over 7. So we have 630 divided by 7. Wow, I didn't even think it was going to work out. Okay, 630 divided by 7, you get 90. So, if possible, you ace the next 3 tests. Okay, you get a full 100. You will actually end up with, like, you're barely skimming the edge here with a 90. So you're like this close from B+, but you made it to an A- with a 90 average, and that's how it's going to happen. That is if you don't have bonus points. But out of 100, you get all 300s, you get a 90. So that is how you apply averages to the real world, the classroom, etc. And you can figure out your averages like this. So, hope it helped. See you in the next video.